What is up, Leafy is Queer Nation? So today I wanted to talk about something that I feel like more commentators should be talking about, and that is content theft. Tipster here, who used to be part of the commentary community and hates on the commentary community a lot now for, different things and stuff like that. But I've only seen Bo Blacks talk about this. But in this stream here, Tipster basically steals content from a trans content creator, might I add. So he likes to act like he's this big ally for trans people, and then he just goes ahead and fucking steals from a trans person. But my point here is that he's stealing. He is a content theft. He's a content thief. And I have this stopwatch. Right here to prove it. One that I can pause because I'm going to be talking a lot during this video. So without further ado, let me skip ahead really quick. To when he plays the video. Play that shit. All right.
Whoa, hold up. Postmodern neo-Marxism? Okay, this person has heard some dog whistles. Oh, here's the question that's gonna get them riled up. I'm gonna spell this out real simple. Non-binary should absolutely be included under the trans umbrella.
Also, we still need 4 more of these. There are lots of different
identities and experiences that are under the trans umbrella. You can talk about the experience of transsexuals who undergo, medical transition, who deal with sex dysphoria. You can talk about the experience of transgender people who experience social dysphoria with respect to how they're perceived and treated.
He just plays the video and that's
socially
it. He doesn't even, dude, hold on, bro. Dude, it baffles my mind how he doesn't, he doesn't say anything. He just plays the video and that's it. What the fuck?
It is often the case that somebody is both transgender and transsexual, and they seek out both medical and social transition, but sometimes they may seek out just one or the other. And really, it should depend on what is right for them and them alone, between them, their doctors, and how they want to present themselves. And there are so many overlapping experiences between all the different forms that someone could be transgender and or transsexual and non-binary. And plenty of non-binary people do medically transition. So, yeah, these are all overlapping identities that have lots of shared experiences. I mean, if you want to talk about, a binary transsexual.
Did you see Henry Kissinger is dead? I didn't see it yet, but I did see, people talking about it in chat during the intro to the stream. Yeah, I didn't hear about it.
And a non-binary person, the experience of being perceived and treated as a gender that it feels not right for you by society at large, that's going to be a very common experience between both of those. There are some ways that non-binary people are taken even less seriously than binary trans people, by Blair and the other conservative crowd, who they maybe get, binary trans people, but they, will call non-binary.
The drop rate on these, tusks that I need to find is insanely low.
Tippy, I do not give a fuck. I'm sorry, but you just put a video on and then you don't even react to it or anything. This is literally stealing content. You can't even make an argument about how this is not. This is literally stealing. The thing about it is, it's when you put a video on, I kind of expect you to react to it and talk about it, maybe agree with Naomi or something like that, or maybe say, wow, did you guys know that? Just say something, all you have to do to be a good reaction channel is do the bare minimum of what Jinx was doing, do above that. Yet for some reason, people like Tipster struggle so hard to do it because they know that they suck ass at content. And he knows that he can't entertain people on his own, so that he has to fucking put this video on that is actually by an entertaining person, or whatever. I don't know, it just kind of pisses me off.
You'll kill, dozens of these fucking, boars or whatever, before you'll get one of these tusks. It's pretty wild.
People crazy. Non-binary people are way less likely to even come out to their families because they don't think their families are going to get it or understand or, actually try to treat them with respect and dignity. So there are some ways that non-binary people are affected even worse. And it's often more in kind of the implicit societal mistreatment or lack of respect from family.
Is it really that? Hold on. Okay, hold on. Quick question, okay? Quick little question. Do people unironically enjoy this? like, I think most of his audience is adults, but I think he said something about high schoolers later in the video, like enjoy your childhood while you can. But like, my question is, what high schooler that is my age? Like, I am 16, right? I'm 16, so what person my age that is into YouTube drama is watching Tipster? You know, I don't know. Maybe I'm biased because I watch people like Tom and Bo Blacks and Augie and stuff like that, and you could tell by the channel name. I watched a lot of Leafy, but the thing is, like, who is watching Tipster? Like, genuinely curious. Like, what high schooler my age, that's like in 11th grade or something, that's my age, is watching Tipster? I'm genuinely curious here, yo.
That's why this entire trans umbrella, because there's no one like singular trans experience, and so many common, related, overlapping experiences that we can build bridges of allyship and coalition building to collectively advocate for our rights over.
This is evil.
I think that the concept of a transgender umbrella is inherently an issue, right? Because
sorry, I'm kind of slow, but my issue here is that my issue is that Tipster isn't really saying anything. Like, the point of what I'm trying to say is that Tipster likes to get on people like XQC and Hassan for not doing transformative content. Like, there is a clip out there of him that I'll put at the end of this video of Tipster basically saying, wow, DSP sure does XQC styled reactions, but then he, like, look at this timer, dude. The timer does not lie. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy, dude. It's crazy.
Because when you're talking about something as nuanced, complex, full of social dynamics.
I want this collab so bad. What collab are you referring to?
Dude, Jesus.
I'm not sure what
Christ.
collab you're referring to.
Okay.
Medical dynamics, so many things to be considered.
That's what umbrella means, is that there's a lot of dynamics and they're not going to be universal. Wait, is Blair saying it's an umbrella is such a problem?
H3 and Tippy?
To explain why
what would we collab on?
Are you freaking kidding
I don't know.
And this entire concept actually of transgender is
just like a podcast appearance or what?
It came about in the 70s or 80s through queer theory, when originally it was about transsexuals, which was considered a medical diagnosis, which was a medical process.
You're also gonna have a hard time coming up with like a very specific definition of transsexual, even under kind of like medical criteria. Like, if you look at the medical criteria for gender dysphoria, under a current diagnosis, there are like lots of different traits which could get marked as gender dysphoria, and you have to meet like a certain number of them. So once again, showing an umbrella of trans experience, like this is how all medical conditions are. And that's not even to mention all the different social experiences.
Binary, which, if I'm to understand correctly, means that
androgynous.
Right, and it means you identify somewhere in between male and female. That's not what a transsexual is.
Right, and that's what the trans umbrella encapsulates, is that there are differences between, like someone who is transsexual and transgender, or somebody who is transgender but not transsexual. Yeah, there are differences in their lived experience, but there's also a lot of similarities.
Like, dude, it is insane to me, like, how, like, there's a video where he says, like, everyone who, like, a lot of people who hate, like, him and Kepos are unhinged, but, like, I don't hate Tippy because of, like, the wife stuff or anything like that. It's because he's stealing content. Like, he's literally a content thief. This is literally the same, like, level as Hassan or XQC, which we make fun of those people all the time, but somehow, like, Tippy likes to act like he gets a fucking pass, and I genuinely don't get it, dude. I don't. It's insane.
And the intersection of the similarities is why they're all under the trans umbrella. That's why it's an umbrella.
I think it makes about as much sense as saying that bisexual is under the straight umbrella.
Okay, this might be a hot take, but you can absolutely work with a framework of bisexual people being under the straight umbrella. Like, if you want to talk about bisexual people,
I would not be surprised if, like, during this whole segment of me playing the game right now, I only get one of these drops I need. I need 4 of these tusks to drop for me so I can complete this, like, current quest. And I would not be surprised if I only get one this entire time. Because I'm probably going to play for about an hour. I'm probably going to play for about an hour.
people who are able to go through the world in a straight passing relationship, in a straight passing manner, versus bisexual people who are not able to do that. Like, you can really paint an umbrella of experience between bisexual people being under the gay umbrella, bisexual people being under the straight umbrella, and being to varying extents on one side or the other. Like, a bisexual person who is in a straight relationship, moving through the world like that, is going to have lived experience much more in line with straight people than gay people, while also carrying some of their own stigma with being bisexual, some of the own invisibility of being bisexual.
Tipster,
and so, yeah,
there's
similarities under the straight umbrella and under, like,
Tipster,
the gay.
Are you gonna say anything about the video or not? Okay, 6:26, just so we're clear. We're gonna have to clear like 2 milliseconds out of that, but like, I don't get it.
Umbrella. You can absolutely conceptualize of bisexual people this way. You can do the same thing with, like, non-binary people, or like transgender and transsexual people. I don't think it's mutually exclusive to say that, like, something has to be a part of, like, the straight umbrella or like the queer umbrella. Like, we can talk about them as potentially overlapping.
Now somebody's gonna steal my.
Especially as, like, trans people can be
regenerated
and have experiences under the straight umbrella while also being under the queer
I'll
umbrella.
let them have that.
I do think it's important to recognize, like, the intersection of those relationships. Like you're saying, how, bi people are gonna face, like, anti-queer legislation. Things like bi erasure or biphobia will still affect bi people, even in, like, straight passing relationships. But when you conceptualize this under kind of like these intersecting multiple frameworks.
Here's some advice, Tipster. Roll your way around. Don't you dare walk. You will cause earthquakes and tsunamis, and that's a yikes for me, dog. You know what? That's good advice, man. That's excellent fucking advice. Well, wait, like, if I'm rolling around too, I feel like that would put, like, people in danger, right? Because at that point, I basically become like, I basically become like the boulder in Indiana Jones, and then I can, potentially, like, roll over people, and, innocent lives would be lost if I'm just rolling around all over the place, man. Like, I don't, initially I agreed with you, but now I think that's kind of a bad idea. I think I'd be putting a lot of lives at risk to just.
Hey, Tippy, you know what's a worse idea? Okay, 7:56. You know what's a worse idea? Stealing content. That's a way worse idea. Hold on. Real quick. Okay.
Be rolling around all over the place. I don't know. I don't think that's a good idea. Exactly. I'm saving lives by walking. This is true. This is very true.
Oh my god, this is
frameworks. You can absolutely understand some bi experience as very similar to some straight experience.
So they typically don't medically transition. Right. And when you do so, at that point, it's a costume.
I mean, there's plenty of non-binary people that can't take off their non-binariness either. So much of, non-binary identity goes beyond just expression. Like, identity is more than just expression. You can't just stop identifying as something because you don't, like, want to. Identity doesn't really work that way. It's something a lot more internal and that can't be, like, forced out of someone. Like, this is why, like, conversion therapy doesn't work, because you can't just force somebody out of
sure
like a sexual identity or, like, a gender identity. And also, not even bringing up that plenty of non-binary people do medically transition, so they're not going to be able to take that off either.
As Blair was saying, it comes out of queer theory, which is postmodern neo-Marxism, which...
Whoa, hold up. Postmodern neo-Marxism?
Didn't Alec Gunter, who's a friend of the stream, by the way, didn't they make an appearance on Jubilee once?
All right. 9 minutes and 21 seconds. And this is like with saying something about Jubilee, by the way. 9 minutes and 21 seconds. Like, he's not even really saying anything about the Naomi reaction, just about Jubilee. But I'm going to count that just to be a little bit charitable. 9 minutes and 21 seconds. That is fucking insane for anyone to do that, yo. Like, I don't know. That's like a crazy fucking number. Like, you know how crazy that is? Bro. So I grabbed the time calculator, right? And this is what it basically added up to. So we start reacting to the video about here. and then he says something like about Jubilee, because the video is about Jubilee, so it kind of makes sense. But about here, so that totals up to 8 minutes and 58 seconds. That is fucking embarrassing for a content creator, yo. That is fucking like unacceptable. So Tipster is a content thief. That is my conclusion. He is a content stealer. There is no way, you cannot make like any type of conclusion from this. This is like Hassan, like this is beyond like XQC levels of bad, where like you don't say anything about the video. This is, come on, like think about it, bro. It makes no fucking sense. Anyway, that's about it for this video. You know, I just wanted to bring some awareness to this, because I think we might get a new content stealer on our hands here. So yeah, that's about it. So thanks for all the support, and good luck, everybody.
Freak me, boy, I'm thinking of you.
By the way, DSP does XQC reacts, guys. Oh, fuck DSP for not reacting.
Years of Jewish persecution in Europe.
So yeah, it does look like he does XQC style reacts where he just kind of.
There's no way! No way!